Alright, and thus we return to Knights of the Old Republic. I made some adjustments to the levels that I think I'm actually going to revert. Yeah, this should be good. Oh, no, that's not ideal. I didn't save it, but that's fine. I was playing Pazak with this guy, and then my dad called. Well, I'm just gonna go back to doing that. I kicked his ass. 10 or more wins is considered a tournament victory by some players. Not that I ever get to tournaments. He's giving me cards. I wanted to play him, like, I have to play him first thing. Because when I leave this planet, there's no coming back. The way I play Kashyyyk, the moral way to play Kashyyyk, means Kashyyyk is for the Wookiees. Oh, Komad! Remember him? We found him in the desert. Greetings again to you, human. It would seem the call of the hunt has brought us both to this troubled world. I've not been here long, but I can already see I will not be as welcome here as I had hoped. Why'd you leave your home on Tatooine? It was a hard decision, but I felt I had no other choice. I had done a disservice to the apex predator of that world. It was time to go. I've come here to seek even greater prey than what we faced on Tatooine, but the climate here is politically cold, and I don't know if I would be allowed to hunt. Whose permission are you looking for? An astute question. The Zerka Corporation seems in control here, but they don't care if I wander the Shadowlands so long as I pay their docking fee. Instead, I hope to gain the trust of the native Wookiee population. I'm not here to just kill the biggest thing I can find. I want to understand how they hunt. What are you doing to gain their trust? Very little. I'm sure they have had enough of off-worlders like Zerka claiming good intentions. I will simply try to stay out of their way. I have heard of an off-worlder that has gained respect by living in the Shadowlands for some years. Perhaps I will attempt the same. Could just be Hunter Tales, though. So you're running the opposite direction of the Shadowlands? Comad, where are you going? There's nothing there. Are you gonna fucking jump down? Comad? He's dead. These trees are incredibly high. Incredibly high. So there's an elevator. Oop, Zalbar. Kashyyyk, my home. I should have prepared you for coming here, but I don't know if I've prepared myself. Prepare me? What do you mean? I didn't leave Kashyyyk voluntarily. Mission must have told you how I was fleeing slavers, but there was more. I'm in exile. The slavers on Kashyyyk only took me after I was forced to leave my village home 20 years ago. Why were you forced to leave? My brother made deals with the slavers and allowed them to get a foothold. I found out and attacked him. The fight was stopped, but my father did not believe me when I told him about my brother's actions. I was made an exile, disowned by my home and people. I should not be here. They will not accept me back. Why didn't your father believe you? When I attacked my brother, I was so mad. I used my claws. You don't understand what that means to a Wookiee. Our claws are tools, not weapons. To use them in battle is to become an animal. It is a madness without honor. I am forever a mad claw in the eyes of my people. Nothing I say is to be trusted. They were right to cast me out. Time has passed. Things will have changed. The slavers are still here. This dock is theirs. I doubt anyone has risen to try and fight. Nothing has changed. I just hope I can prove myself to my people. It will be difficult to make them listen. I just don't know. We'll deal with that if we have to. I don't have much hope. In my head, this is why I brought Mission. For, like, moral support.
Greetings to you. Something I can get for you?
Kindly direct your inquiries to me. Martin is merely
an indebted employee. His opinions don't amount to much.
This is another kind of slavery.
So, new spaces have come to wild caching. Please, look well upon the wares of Eli Gand. I live to serve your needs.
Just be sure to pay cash. The interest on his loans will drain you like a diluvian fatworm on a hut's backside.
First off, hearts are all backside. Secondly, I don't much like the comparison. No need to get personal. It's just business. Poor fellow. He's been waiting for his friends to return with my money for a standard month now. But you don't need to hear this. What can I get you?
Do you always enslave your debtors?
Enslave? I resent that. Simply fair business. This man's fellows left without settling their debts, so he must make up the difference.
I know, it's standard trading.
It's indentured servitude, I think.
I was only gone for 2 days. This isn't like them.
Yes, very sad that they would abandon you, especially while you were doing me a favor and helping repair one of my freighters.
Something about this whole situation stinks worse than an overcrowded Ronto stable. What kind of friends would just abandon a crewmate?
You think you know someone and they turn out to be a cheat. Oh, not like you, Matt. You honor your deals. A word is a bond in trade.
How much debt buys a man's life?
Oh, it isn't about the amount. After all, as a skilled mechanic, Matten is worth much more than what is owed, especially on this remote planet.
Oh, you flatter me, Eli. I guess we're best buddies now.
As I was saying, it's a matter of principle. I'm nothing if not honest in my dealings, and I demand the same. He'll be free to go when his friends...
Show of hands, who believes him?
I honor my deals. Let no one say otherwise.
Perhaps I could settle some of his debt?
Thanks, but no thanks. No offense, but there's no point exchanging debt to Eli with debt to you.
Besides, he is a hard worker. I'd prefer to keep him. Of course. Of course.
Nothing much worth the money.
I think you better talk to Eli.
That's the kind of quest we have to resolve as soon as possible. Because again, when we leave Kashyyyk, there's no coming back. Once we've done the deed of getting the star map, and everything else we have to do down there, there's no coming back. There's no return.
Welcome to Adian. I trust you will find our facilities pass inspection. Zerka Corporation is very efficient.
You have nothing to be proud of, fool.
I'm sorry, I don't understand Wookiee speak. Shiri Wook, I think it's called. What did the Wookiee say?
He said you have nothing to be proud of working for Zerka.
I just work here in the lab. I don't have anything to do with the taking of slaves.
Why don't you do anything to stop it?
I'm just an employee. You'll have to take your concerns to Janos. He's the voice for Zerka Corporation on this outpost.
How convenient. All the benefits with none of the guilt.
I don't have to justify myself to you. I do good work here. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else.
What is your job?
I'm conducting experiments on various samples of indigenous plant life. There may be untapped pharmaceutical resources here. Of course, that will take some time, and the Wookiees are a more immediate source of income. Please, I must return to my work.
Okay then.
Farewell.
Wait, you mean we can't... Okay, in the Xbox, I can engage with the Wookiee in the cage. We don't say anything, because that's clearly a static asset and not an NPC. Like, it's not even breathing. That is just a blob in the art. Greetings again. How can Zerka Corporation serve you during your visit to Adian? Tell me about the planet. You called it G5623 before. That is the numerical designation, the galactic basic name Adian, chosen by corporate ballot among stockholders. It would seem you are already acquainted with this world, given your choice of traveling companion. I have been away for a very long time. You let the beast speak for you? You allow it more liberties than most of our customers. Allow it more liberties? What do you mean? He means they're slavers. They take my people from their homes and sell them to the highest bidder. Your current workie seems displeased with the situation, but I fail to see a concern. You seem to be a satisfied customer. Zalbar is no slave. He's pledged a life debt to me. Ah, very difficult thing to stage. I commend you for it. So much easier than relying on restraining collars. Do not demean the life debt. Do not. I must warn you that you will be blamed for the actions of your Wookiee. Please, call him off. Why do the Wookiees tolerate you doing this? It is not me personally. I merely represent Zerka Corporation at this outpost. There are other directors at other stations, of course. Arrangements have been made with the Wookiee leadership. Harvesting is handled as delicately as possible, relatively speaking. Tell me about it. I might be more understanding if I know. It's not good policy to talk about a corporate strategy. I'm sorry, but I can't say anymore. Why, Lucas Teller, are you doing this? If it will ease your temper, I will give specifics. We supply arms in exchange for a supply of healthy Wookiees. We are kept profitable, and an agreeable leader is kept in power. Keeps the process from becoming a constant firefight. What's the leader's name? I believe his name is Chundar. I don't deal directly with them, thank goodness. Far too brutish. That is not a name I wanted to hear. It sounds as though your thrall has an opinion about our arrangement with this leader, but it doesn't matter. Chundar is unquestioned. What about it, Zalbar? What's the matter? This is not something I will talk about. Not yet. Please, is there anything else? I have work to do. I can't allow this to continue. It's not up to you. This planet is not a member of the Republic, and its backward citizens hold no rights. I'm sorry you are offended, but this operation is very humane. Even the Wookiee leadership knows it is more beneficial to work with us. Besides, even if you did do something drastic here, the Zerka Corporation has other outposts on Adean. It would change nothing. I think you would need more firepower to keep order. We do things as humanely as possible. There are other outposts, but the operation is very lean overall. Arrangements, harvesting is, yeah. I can ask him about the star map, but he doesn't know anything. The Wookiees know. What do you have to say, jerk?
Our work here could be very important if any effort was put into it.
I know why the Sith targeted Terrace.
Hey, Big Z, don't take this the wrong way, but lately I've noticed you're starting to look a little bit scruffy.
Scruffy? What are you talking about? I hope you aren't suggesting I take a bath.
No, I'm not suggesting a bath. I know how well that went over last time. But your hair's getting all tangled. And if you look close, you can see a few gray strands starting to poke through.
You're making this up. I groom every day. My hair is not tangled, and it's not going gray. Zalbar looks fine to me.
Don't worry, Big Z. It's nothing I can't fix. A little trim, a splash of coloring, and you'll be as good as new. Best looking Wookiee on the planet. Maybe a nice suit.
You don't trim a Wookiee, you don't color a Wookiee, and you certainly don't dress a Wookiee.
I know, Wookiees aren't into the whole clothing thing, but you could start a whole new trend. You'd be on the cutting edge.
Ugh, leave me alone.
Okay, sheesh. Try to offer some constructive criticism, and this is the thanks I get? Let's move on. You can just stay naked and scruffy for all I care.
Hold here, Spacer. Zerka Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in wild Adean. Katarn attacks are especially bad right now. Wookiee hunters usually keep numbers down. but I think they leave certain areas infested, just hoping a Zerka guard will get killed.
I'm going past you. I paid the landing fee.
I won't stop you, but you leave this area at your own risk. We're here to protect the company, not you.
Rude. I think, yeah, I need to change my team. Sweet. No level up. If I don't have Zalbar, everyone tells me I should bring Zalbar. It's kind of weird coming back to this from KOTOR 2. I have so many more abilities in KOTOR 2. Just because the leveling is different and because you get so much more game in a short amount of time. Can you sense it? The wind, the sound, the smells. I feel it all now that we are away from the spaceport. This walkway is new, probably built by the slavers, but I remember the trees. My village is not far from here. Is there anything I can help you with? It is kind of you to offer, but my problems are very personal. I'm not sure if I'm ready to deal with them. I must warn you of one thing. I don't know if I will be a help or hindrance to you here. My father was very powerful, a chieftain. Perhaps his feelings have mellowed, but if my brother has had his ear all this time, I may be very unwelcome. We'll deal when the time comes. That is what I'm dreading. My shame was meant to be forgotten on some faraway world. I never thought I'd come back. I'm sorry, I've taken enough of your time. We should press on. Wow, my repair is very high. Okay. This conversation may not go very well.
I can't afford this. You think I can? Do you know what they get for a healthy one of those things?
We'll work it out later. We've got company. What do you want, Spacer? I'm Patrol Captain Deno, and you're interrupting Zerka Corporation business.
This reminds me of a news clip I saw once, and I'm sure I've mentioned this before, of a guy with a Confederate flag arguing with a black activist. And the white guy says, "My family were farmers. They owned a plantation." And the black activist says, "Well, yeah, but who ran that? Who operated that plantation? Who worked it?" And that is where the news cut off, but the rest of the video goes on, and the guy says, "My family worked it. Do you know how much a slave cost back then?" Which is not the gotcha you think it is. What happened here?
This Wookiee slave got a little rebellious. We had to put it down.
You put it down? We're not animals. Zalbar, let me handle this. But the disregard for the life of this Wookiee is too much. I have asked you to let me handle this, Zalbar. Honor my request. I will do so. For your sake, not theirs. Thank you for your patience.
Careful now. That growl sounded pretty threatening. Keep your slave on its leash or we'll have another accident.
Just shut up, you trigger-happy idiot.
Do your superiors approve of you killing Wookiees?
Of course they don't. Why would you ask me that? You're doing some sort of snap inspection? You're trying to get me to admit to incompetence, aren't you? Not going to happen. I stand by my patrol. This Wookiee got out of hand and had to be put down. We'll find another easy enough.
I won't allow you to enslave or kill another Wookiee.
Is that a joke? Who do you think you are?
Request a transfer. Move your patrol off-world.
What are you trying to get away with here? I think this trouble.
Oops.
Captain, would you just...
Wait a minute. Do I have a save? Yes. Yeah.
This isn't good. You think I can?
We'll work it. What do you want? These Wookiees.
Careful now.
Just shut up. Of course they do. You're trying to get me to it. This Wookiee. Well, it is a.
Wait, actually, nope. Yeah.
Is that a joke?
Okay.
What are you trying to get? I think that.
Would you just...
Okay. Take 2. Or I suppose take 3 at this point. I can end this bloodlessly.
This isn't good. You think I can?
We'll work it. What do you want, Space? This Wookiee
Careful now.
Just. Of course they do. You're trying to get me to it. This Wookiee.
Is that a joke?
What are you trying to get? I think this.
No, normal persuade didn't work.
Just...
I will do this bloodlessly.
This isn't good. You think I can?
We'll work it. What do you want? This Wookiee
Careful now.
Just shut. Of course they do. You're trying to get me to it. This Wookiee.
Is that a joke?
What are you trying to get away? I think this trouble.
Cap, would you just...
Shut up
This is getting annoying.
and shoot.
Okay, I'm giving up.
Is what a Jedi can do.
What's my demolitions at right now? 16. Not bad, but we can do better. Interface. Sweet. Train stabilizers. Fine. Cool. He killed my robot. Cruel and unusual. Whore ass spider. What are you doing up there? He's... Where'd he fucking go? Oh, there he is. Cars outside the window are so annoying, but the room is hard to be in with the window closed. Life is so cruel to me specifically.
Is what a Jedi can
Wait, remains? corpse. At least these bad boys aren't poisonous like the ones on Dantooine. It's P. Yep. Level up. Clearly, I need to increase my persuade. What do you mean my force is depleted? I only used one move. That is the way to the Shadowlands, but we don't have permission to go there yet. Boing.
Yes?
I keep forgetting that I'm muting myself via hotkey, but it's for the best because I do a lot of clearing my throat and going ahem. I think we're just going to stand here for a bit and regain force powers, and maybe I'll find something to eat. Alright, let's play.
I'm here.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you. Did not even realize that this girl fucking naked. I love how I was still moving, but not actually. Whoop. I'm going to die.
Is what a Jedi can do.
Damn it! Poison!
How the fuck he do that?
Is what a Jedi can do. Yes.
Girl, you good?
I have been bothered by something of late.
Girl, let me finish my apple first. Jeez. Okay, Johanny. What's going on?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
What?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside, trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known except those on Dantooine.
You mean...
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastilla. Taris, my homeworld.
I wouldn't call her my precious Bastila. She's not like the One Ring.
If it were not for you and Bastilla, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there and your fault for rescuing Bastilla. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood. Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
I'm sorry, Johanny. There was no way to prevent it.
I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
Someday, you'll learn why I took a screenshot of that.
I suppose that is to be expected. Everything will turn out for the best as long as we remain focused on our task. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
This girl's got a self-esteem problem.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? Taris was my home for many years. As much as I hated it, it was still home. A rat hole, a warren, paradise. I suppose you could call it all these things. For me, it was hell.
How so?
To walk down the streets, to have people look at you in disgust, like an animal. Most did not know anything about me, but it was there, all the same. Because I was an alien, because I was different from them, frightening. I doubt any of them had even seen my people before. So they persecuted me. They looked down on me and my family. Charged us more for food, would not let us walk their streets. They spat on us. You are human. You could not possibly know.
Makes me wonder. There's apparently a mod out there that will let you play the player character as aliens.
That is true, I suppose. But it is much more obvious for someone like me. There were no other Cathar on Taris. No one to talk to, no one to confide in. Would think me weak for saying this, but I am strong enough to admit it.
You're not weak, Juhani. It must have been hard.
I thank you for your concern, but maybe I am weak. To think that some stories of my stupid past could possibly interest you.
I asked, didn't I? It's all right. I'll be here to listen for you whenever you want.
I thank you. You are kinder than I would have expected to put up with me using you in this way. I hope that I will not use your time so badly in the future. Thank you.
Girly, I fucking asked, man.
How may I be of it? What is it you would... Of course.
It's so hard to eat an apple on a planet full of alien dialogue. Life is cruel to me specifically. Ah, stop where you are, outsider. You enter the domain of Chundar, chieftain and leader. Stand aside. This human is with me, and I want to access the home of my people. You have no rights here, Mad Claw. This human should not have brought this taint upon our land. You must answer to Chundar. What does he mean, Zalbar? What taint? He means me. I am the taint that you have brought back. Shut up! Ah, you are nameless with dishonor, Mad Claw. Yours is a foulness that disgusts me. Ah, enough talk. You and the outcast Mad Claw will be taken to Chundar now. Step forward and address mighty and wise Chundar, outsider. I don't often allow visitors of your kind. You are flanked by Zerka slavers. Are they not outsiders, or have you sold all of Kashik to them? Ah, Brother Zalbar, you've been exiled a long time. You shouldn't speak in that tone. Things are different now. You are a mad claw without honor. You have no voice among your own people. I, on the other hand, am chieftain. If you've made deals with slavers, the truth will get out eventually. You may talk, but no one will believe you. I've had a long time to guide what my people think. They trust me, the mighty Chundar. Even with my brother insane and father enslaved, I rose to protect my people despite it all. Father was enslaved, mighty Chundar. What are you talking about? You were the runt. I am no runt. Like I said, Zalbar, a lot has changed in your years away. We will discuss this soon enough. What do you want? Why drag us here? I haven't killed Zalbar because he is my brother, and I hoped he and I could come to an agreement. You are irrelevant. I may be able to put you to use on a menial task. Zalbar will have to stay here, of course. I would not abandon Zalbar to you. It isn't your choice, Serena Viz. I already have him. I have a personal matter to discuss with him. Excuse you, Mr. Motorcycle, I am speaking. A simple thing. Another Wookiee has suffered the same fate as Zalbar, gone mad and been exiled. He now lurks in the Shadowlands. More importantly, he's pestering my Zerka allies during their Shadowland expeditions. It is not good for business. He's standing against you. The first of many, perhaps? No one will follow a Mad Claw. He is merely a nuisance. Besides, he cowers in the Shadowlands. My people know nothing of him. I won't do this. Do your own dirty work. You don't have much choice. You can flee the planet if you wish, but I'm keeping Zalbar here with me. He will stay until the Mad Claw is dead. The Zerka would never let me hold you, but they don't care what I do with a fellow Wookiee.
You can't do that. He can't do that, can he? He can't hold Zalbar prisoner just because he's chieftain, can he?
Nope, hang on, my brother has texted me. Thank you for your patience. Oh yeah, I forgot he's not speaking English. We don't need a guide. He teaches people to understand basic. I tell them it's better to understand the enemy. They think it would make the Zerka easier to oppose. It makes them easier to obey. Remember, you can't beat me here. No one would dare oppose me to join with an outsider or an exile. You are wrong, brother. Someone would. Who are you talking about, Zalbar? Do you speak of Freyr, our father? Why? He was the one that ordered you exiled when you attacked me. He went as mad as you when he finally discovered the slavers. He dared challenge them alone, and has not been seen since. That was years ago. Let him go, Zalbar. I rule now. I'll take the Wookiees forward, but there are prices to pay. Play along, Zalbar. I'll see what I can do. No more words, outsider. I've given you my orders. I can't hold you here, but Zalbar will stay until you kill the Mad Claw in the Shadowlands.
We'll get you out of here. You can count on us.
The guards will let you pass now. Leave the village through the northwest and follow the platform to the south, and then east. You'll eventually see where Gorwukin awaits for you. He'll lower you to the forest floor. Go. Bastila's far more interesting here. I grabbed Mission because I like her upset on her friend's behalf. What is it you want, outsider? You are not welcome here, no matter what anyone says. I wanted to ask you about Kashyyyk. I have nothing to say to you. Go and learn what you can while bleeding our planet of its people in honor. Should we ask if they've seen Rorwar? They understand us. Most outsiders don't bother to learn our language. I will not speak to them, and neither will you or Will. I won't allow it. I must leave. I've never spoken to an outsider. I mean, Shundar makes us learn to understand you, but I've never been this close to one of you. What are you doing here? Have you come to laugh at us? Come to gloat about how many of us you take? Can you even understand me? I understand you. I'm not here as a slaver. Then why are you here? Can I ask you some questions? Oh, please don't. I haven't been paying attention to anything since Rorwar went missing. Do you know anything about that? I hope not. I hope you slavers didn't get him. Not that you're a slaver. I'm sorry. I'm very tired. I haven't slept much lately. Who was Rorwar? Rorwar, oh, he's the greatest. He's led hunting parties to the Shadowlands and even fought outsiders. Slavers, like you probably are. He taught me a lot. He said I could grow up as strong as him, that I'd fight you too. I will too. I will. When did he go missing? Stop bothering the boy, outsider. He doesn't need you taunting him. But what if they know something? Maybe they could help. An outsider? Help? Look around you, Warwell. Outsiders do nothing but steal and lie and taint the best among us. Outsider, you talk to me if you must bother at all. Leave him alone. Okay, that's just... It's problematic, but I ship Bastila and Canderous.
I heard a
I was
rumor that
waiting for
Bastila
this
got away
conversation.
without much of a struggle. It must be embarrassing to be bested by a handful of street thugs.
There were extenuating
To me, this is Mandalorian flirting. Just
It took far more than
bothering.
a handful of Vulcans to subdue me.
Okay, let's not get into this.
Whatever you say. All I know is that if we had more Jedi like Bastila fighting against us in the Mandalorian Wars, my side might not have lost.
Bold talk from a broken-down mercenary who was serving at Davik's heel. I'd call you his pet cat hound, but they have enough loyalty.
And in my story, Canderous interprets this as flirting
Maybe
back.
if your master had trained your lightsaber to be as quick as your tongue, you could have escaped those Vulkars, you spoiled little Jedi princess.
I was not spoiled. I was given the same training as everyone else in the Order. You are nothing but... No, I must not do this. There is no emotion. There is peace.
That's the problem with you Jedi. Always chanting about peace and control. Never up for a good fight. Well, except for Revan, I guess.
Enough, Mandalorian. I won't rise to your bait anymore. The game is over. Let us continue on with what we were doing.
Yeah, that's my problematic ship. It hadn't occurred to me until I saw it mentioned in another fic. I went, oh, yeah, all right. I can get along with this. I can vibe. Ruaznor. Waraznor. Hello, outsider. I heard of your arrival. I trust you won't cause trouble in our village. We don't want bloodshed. Can I ask some questions? I'm sorry. Like most of the village, I've been preoccupied by these troubled times. I don't really want to speak with you. Well, not unless you can tell me where young Roror is. You keep track of your slaves taken? I am no slaver. I have no way of knowing one way or another. You'll excuse me if I don't take you at your word. These people are so rude with their loud vehicles. I'm playing a game. When did Roror go missing? Could be 10 days or more. He was planning a hunt and nobody seems to know when he was leaving. He is now overdue. I don't know where to start. It is strange. Why do you think it's strange? I don't believe he was taken by slavers. Their slave transports haven't been seen around here. If it wasn't slavers, perhaps he fell in the Shadowlands. But he knew them well. I would search for him, but I don't know where to start. My days of hunting the lower forest are behind me. This post-nasal drip is going to kill me. I could look for him. You could. I've never had an offer of help from an outsider. I'll reserve my judgment for when I see results. Sick. You mentioned Baka at the end. Baka is their god, basically, but less a god, more... I'd call him like Gandhi, in that he was real, but also holds a place in their legends and mythology. If you know Star Trek, he's a lot like Kahless in that respect. In Star Trek, Kahless was a warrior of legend for the Klingons. He was a real dude. He really existed. It's debatable how much he actually did. But as far as the Klingons are concerned, he did everything that is told of him. Like, there are no myths about Kahless. There are just stories that over time have functionally become myths. I do not think it's likely that, for example, the first bat'leth was made out of Kahless's hair dipped in a river. That's stupid. But that does not matter to the Klingons. That is just the way I came. Worf says basically along the same path when he's talking about Davy Crockett, I think. Whoever was at the Alamo. If you believe he was... How he died does not matter. What matters is if you believe the legend of Davy Crockett or not. If you believe in it, hang on. Chindara said that you can remain here, but watch where you step while out in our village, outsider. I did not ask you. If you believe in the legend of Davy Crockett, then you must assume that he died an honorable warrior's death. If you do not believe in the legend, then he was just a man, and it doesn't matter how he died. And that's probably you could make the same take about Kalis. If you believe the legend, then you must believe that he did everything that the legend says. If you do not, then he was just a man, and it doesn't matter what he did. But that's enough about Star Trek, she said lyingly. Don't know why I'm looking like there's remains on the spiders. Shundar said you may pass into the Shadowlands. Gorwukan will lower you down in the elevator basket. Gorwukan climbed the basket from the upper branches, but you will have to walk, outsider. The path is seldom used. There may be vermin nesting along it. Be ready to fight.
Yeah, what do you want? We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us.
I really hate motorcycles. But what about the Sith?
The Sith had gone, retreated into their empire. They sealed themselves off from the rest of the galaxy. We thought it would be centuries before they'd come back. It's amazing that they could rebuild their fleet so fast. But at the time, it looked like the galaxy was in our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
What happened in the battle?
It was not your ships or your men or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle.
It was the friggin' mass shadow generator.
Of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed. His
Monosodium glutamate.
defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
I noticed something there, but I can't tell you about it.
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
I need to check something online really quick. Thank you for your patience. I was very active. See, Canderous has an additional storyline that you get when you do so many conversations. And I was wondering, hey, why haven't I received that yet? It's because I only just did the last conversation needed. Actually, you know what? I want to go back to the hawk real quick.
I'm here.
It's more convenient to fast travel, to run to the Wookiee village, than it is to just run back along the Great Walkway. Uruk-Woro. In my story, at one point, Rena tries to pronounce that and just goes and someone else goes Uruk-Woro. Like, just pronounces it just fine.
What?
I wonder what keen means. Hang on, what is that other crystal she's got? Diamond, okay. One of Andrew's favorite things is with a bladed weapon. When you're just equipping like a vibroblade and it swishes. And then he likes to flourish it again. So it goes shaving a haircut because my brother was a child.
Yes, what's on your mind?
What do you know about Revan and Malik?
To think that I once looked up to these two as the best that humanity had to offer. Now I'd like nothing more than to put a blaster to both their heads. Although I suppose that only Malik is left, isn't he? Turned on his own master. Not that Revan didn't have it coming. Typical for their kind, I guess.
You knew them personally?
No, not personally. They aided the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars. They were heroes. Without them, the Mandalorians would have finished us for certain. In the fleet, we didn't see much of the Jedi. And I only met Malik once, but I was impressed by him. I guess that just shows how much the dark side can change someone.
What do you know about the dark side?
I used to think that it was a fancy name for something that I see every day. Corruption is everywhere. People are greedy and stupid and do horrible things. I'm starting to think it's different for the Jedi, however. That there's this evil watching them, waiting for its chance. You have so much courage and strength in you, Yet, somehow, I have no trouble imagining it differently, like the flip side of a coin. It's not just you, it's Bastila as well. She's so intense. And I don't pretend to know much about the Force, but I know evil.
You think Bastila and I are evil?
No, of course not. All I'm saying is that when you have so much power, the stakes are higher. I can only imagine the kind of conflict that goes on inside you. Well, neither you nor Bastila are fully trained on how to handle your power. I'm just concerned at what might come.
That's sweet. I didn't know you cared.
Oh, and that's not what I mean, I wouldn't want to see you hurt, either of you. I suppose finding the star maps is more important than your training and your safety. I just hope there isn't a price for you to pay.
I kind of jumped to the end of that conversation there, not on purpose.
Yes, what's on your mind? I'm not really sure, but you can figure it out on your own, can't you?
Thanks.
How can I help? I wish I could help you with that.
You fools are all so useless. How about you, Gianni? You know anything?
Idea, but what is it you would...
Nope.
Of course.
And I know Candace doesn't know anything, because that was the last conversation. Itchy. The itchy isn't so bad, it's the coordinating around a cat. Cracking. My buddy just jumped backwards. I love him. See, like, I could buy Gizka poison. I choose not to.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Negatory. Those
No further memories.
could be obtained. Statement. Query. Don't I? I was under the assumption that organic meat bags such as yourself enjoyed such forms of address.
Organic meat bags.
Retraction. Did I say that out loud? I apologize, Master. While you are a meat bag, I suppose I should not call you such.
You just called me meatbag again.
Explanation. It's just that you have all these squishy parts, Master, and all that water. How the constant sloshing doesn't drive you mad, I have no idea.
Neither do I, come to think of it.
Statement. Now do you understand the travails of my existence, Master? Surely it does not compare to your existence, but still.
I survive. Somehow.
Commentary. As do I. It is our lot in life, I suppose, Master. Shall we find something to kill to cheer ourselves up?
I love Murderbot.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Fighter Simulator. Do you know anything about these Gizka?
Statement. I have little knowledge of that to impart, Master. Statement. Statement. Certainly, Master. Allow me to input the proper sequences into the ship's computer. I caution you that the simulation will appear quite real. Are you ready to begin the training sequence, Master? Statement. Simulation initiating.
Yay! I didn't die. Yes, I did that on purpose. The lack of fast travel opportunities on Kashyyyk is really annoying.
Yes?
You'll also notice that I alternate between calling it Kashyyyk and Kashyyyk. It is pronounced both ways, I do believe. Although I'm sure in universe the explanation is, one of these is like the white man or some shit. Get in there, girly. What do you want, outsider? I won't let you follow us on our hunt. Choral is not here for your amusement. I don't mean you any harm. I will leave that when our planet is free of you. Your kind are here only to take or destroy. I won't be your trophy, dead or as a slave. Leave me. You have no place here. Just a few questions. I'm a friend. You Zerka slavers, caring about nothing except what you want, what you can take. You disgust me. Your scent poisons the air. Your feet foul the ground. Go away, outsider. Go away. Fair enough. I keep forgetting that my persuade skill isn't as high in this game because I've got it pretty high up in KOTOR 2. Ugh. Sundar has commanded that I grant you access to the Shadowlands. Gorwukin is what I am called. Walk with care. Only our bravest return from these lands. Your soft feet are a barely tolerated insult. Okay, let's go. The descent is long. Be still, or we will attract unwelcome visitors. Oh dear. Girly, why aren't you jumping? Those little creatures making noises are tax, which you may recall is what Griff wanted to make his booze. Oh yeah. Thankfully, the Zerka also want them dead.
Damnable racket of battle. Watch yourself. Even more of these crawling beasts are hiding in the underbrush.
Who are you?
I'm Jolie. Jolie Bendo.
You use a lightsaber in battle. You're a Jedi?
Ah, don't start fawning just yet. I'm too old for it. I know a few things, but we can talk about it at my camp. Keep close. It's nearby under a log. Yeah, I live like some burrowing rodent. I fought the Sith. Now look at me.
Here it is! You're... What? This is what I do. I'll show you.
You have found the corpse of the missing Wookiee Rorwar in the Shadowlands. A data pad revealing that he dealt with slavers was on the body, as well as a bowcaster bolt casing that probably belongs to whoever killed him. This datapad card contains a contract to trade weapons for slaves and a manifest of goods already delivered. It would seem that Rorwar had sold a number of Wookiees previously and intended to do so again.
I'm here.
Get smart, girl. I know my way around here well enough that I won't get lost. Old man. Weird little man. Yoo-hoo.
Well, welcome to my home, such as it is. Pull up a stump and be comfortable. We should discuss a few things.
No offense, but I don't have much time.
You'll have nothing but time if you don't take what help you can. I've been here for many years. I know things. Remember that. My days of glory are behind me, but perhaps there is something I can do for you. You must have questions.
I want to ask about you.
What is there to tell? Jolie Bindo is the crazy old man in the dangerous woods. I'm content with the impression I give.
You muttered something about fighting Sith.
Did I? You have annoyingly good ears. But it doesn't matter. Those days are gone. Leave them in their graves. I've seen my share of the dark and the light. Frankly, both extremes annoy me. Of course, I have felt rumblings of change.
I can feel the power of the Force within you, old man. I do not sense the taint of the dark side. I think you are a servant of the light, despite what you claim.
Well,
He's
I assure you,
nice.
I see more gray than dark or light. I'm just a stubborn old man, tired of the foolishness of others.
It's sort of how there is no middle ground between fascism and anti fascism. Because some fascism is still fascism. So there really is no middle ground between light and dark. While Jolie's alignment is square in the middle, some evil is evil. Some fascism is just fascism. Jolie is nice. Means he's a good guy.
Fine, fine, just be brief. Yes, among the Wookiees, intriguing creatures. I like that they have little patience for bureaucrats. But of course, even here, there are hidden things that manipulate.
Do you recognize these bowcaster bolts? I found them on a corpse.
On the body of Rorwar, I know. His death will not go unnoticed. I've been wondering how this foolishness would play out. I am no weaponsmith, but someone in the village will be able to identify the owner of that bolt casing. They are very personal items.
You weren't being very helpful.
I wasn't where I had to be. Look, events like these reveal much about the people involved. I'm well past that introspective tripe. I'm not saying that outside help isn't needed. I didn't want to make anyone mad while I didn't have a way off the planet. We'll talk more about that momentarily.
What do you know about Shundar?
Circle Corporation was smart to put him in power. He's as good at destroying Wookiee culture as dropping corpses full of Ardroxian flu. Will you work for him or against him, I wonder? I will be interested to see.
You don't have a recommendation?
Sure. How's this? Think for yourself. I don't care for politics. I'm big on letting people figure things out for themselves. The Wookiees have prophecies of deliverance.
I need that fucking monkey to shut up.
Now they follow without hesitation. That is their wish.
Have you seen a crazed Wookiee in the Shadowlands?
Maddened with grief, perhaps, but not crazed. I helped him pass to the lower forest where only a Wookiee could follow. Some other matters will determine if you can follow. There is a barrier that, well, we'll talk of that more in a moment. Fine, fine, just be brief. Now, why would you be asking about that, hmm? Don't answer. I knew that had to be why you were here. The problems of a few Wookiees don't amount to anything before the concerns of the Jedi. No, you are here for the map.
If you have information, please tell me.
Kashyyyk is an interesting place, more so than anyone suspects. If Zerka Corporation knew, the planet would be a strip mine. The Wookiees have their legends that they were not always here, but it is more than that. The trees themselves are strangers.
Huh?
What I'm saying is that there are literally walls in your way, and you won't find what you need without my help. And my help has a price. You must do a task for me, and then allow me to join with you. I will then remove certain barriers in your path.
I'm honored to help someone of your experience.
Oh, save it. I know this sounds absurd, but I'm old and entitled to work you around a bit. Besides, the test is simple. Since they began expanding in the Shadowlands, the Circa have left me alone for the most part. Until recently, anyway. A group of them set up camp not far from here. Poachers is all they are. I'd like them removed from this place.
Why do you care if they're here?
They don't respect this place. They're butchering wildlife and threatening entire species. It's getting under my skin. The Wookiees could take care of themselves if they wished, but the animals are truly helpless victims.
I see. So the aged semi-Jedi wants me to get some kids off his lawn.
Yes, yes, I'm an old man that's getting fussy. Call me foolish if you will, I don't care, you still have to do it. Their camp is in the far northeast. Now remember, if I wanted them dead, I'd have done it myself. Find a better way.
Why would you want to join up with me?
Presumably have a ship. I've seen all I wish to here. Isn't that enough? I mean, really sick of the trees. And perhaps your destiny might show me something new. You never know.
Where are they? How many men?
They are not that far northeast of here.
Monkey, shut up.
5 in the area, as far as I can see. The captain of the lot is the one that earned my ire. Mishandle my garden, Willie?
I'll look into it.
Good. Return to me here and we'll see how you have done. Shoot! Shoot!
Anything to get away from that stupid monkey.
Malfunction. My primary motivators are in error. Damage terminal. Playback causal malfunction. Playback.
I don't get it. That merchant said there was salvage down here. We need Matin to work the sensors.
Playback.
When he gets back, we'll... Wait, I'm getting something. Oh good, it's Eli. Maybe he'll point us in the right direction.
Playback.
Eli, what are you... You got your money, you double-crossing snake. We had a deal.
What happened to you?
Playback.
I don't get it. That merchant
Okay.
Playback. Playback.
Scrap you and take what I can.
Shutting down. Primary systems failure.
You start with the droid's head, removing it and placing it in your pack. An energy discharge flows through the remaining parts. This is the guy who's being held in indentured servitude. You get away from Jolie's house. Whores.
Let's make the force fights with me. You cannot win. There.
I need to take that droid head right back up to the surface.
Yes?
Huh?
I'm here.
It's wonderful how my team can keep up with me when I'm running fast. How much of Wookiee speak do you think is just dialogue taken from Chewbacca in the movies?
I think you better talk to Eli directly.
Hello again. What can I do for you, most valued customer?
Valued until you can't pay. Watch your credits.
You heard me, Matson. It's the debt of your crew that keeps you here, not me.
I found this droid head. Can I ask you about it?
Droid head? On Kashyyyk? Let me see that.
It's nothing. I'm certain. Just garbage from the forest floor.
Mere rubbish. It's DAO2, the repair droid from my ship. What was this doing in the forest?
It recorded an ambush. Someone yells Eli's name.
Eli, you snake. You said my crew jacked the ship without paying the repair bill.
Well, that is... It's not how it looks. You see, a good mechanic is hard to find, and...
And what? I thought I owed you. You tricked them into the Shadowlands and killed them while I fixed your freighter in orbit.
Don't ask rashly, Matten. Eli is through. Violence won't help.
Now keep your head, Matten. It was just business.
That Thalian bog slime. Do you know I've been here 36 days slaving to pay a debt in good faith?
He won't last long hiding in the Shadowlands.
If it had been me, Eli would be a smoking corpse right now.
Well, I could have shot out his legs and let him crawl around for a while, but I consider this far more merciful.
Suppose that closes this little outpost here.
I suppose it does. Maybe I should keep it up for a while on my own. I've no ship at the moment anyway. It'll probably take a while to convince Eli's suppliers that I'm the new boss. But eventually I'll buy my way off this rock.
In that case, let me see what's for sale.
All right, then. Actually, I feel like I owe you something. Here, take a few credits. If you spend it here, all the better. I think things are looking up.
Sweet. This is a surprise tool that will help us later.
Hello again.
500.
Welcome back to Eli Gann's outpost. Right you are.
Maybe I should buy some more med packs. I'm going to need those. Hang on, I thought that dude would show up here. Maybe I need to run further down. Before, yeah. That's wild. So what's supposed to happen is there's a guy, part of Candaris's story, who's supposed to show up after you've had the last conversation that I had. And unless he does, you cannot finish Candaris's story. But I walked out of the ship with Candaris. That dude's supposed to show up. Okay, we should go out and back in. Or, the other way around. Okay. I mean, the guy will show up on a bunch of different planets, so I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it.
What can I do?
You can run, bitch. The more I think about it, the more I think, damn, I really hate Bastila's stupid little pigtails. If you'll excuse me for a moment, I'd like to put my pajamas on. It's almost 7:30. Thank you for your patience. Although I realize to you it hasn't been very long. Where's my mouse?
What?
What?
It's so fucking dark. Graphics. Brightness is as high up as it goes. Okay, then the problem is me. If I chose to be an assassin for the Geno Haradon, I think I could kill some of these tack. Because the one guy is he's a shapeshifter. Girly, are you dumb?
Who are you, another civil merchant like that Koro slime up in the docking ring?
This is my territory.
I don't make deals, and I don't persuade easily, so go back topside. Mess with my profits, and I'll see you dead.
I paid the docking fee. Who cares where I go?
So you're playing tourist. That is
He also wants me to kill the tack, and as annoying as they are, I'm nice.
Is that old hermit Jolie trying to talk you into doing his dirty work? We've spent too much on setting up just to walk away. As long as the sonic emitters keep the Preds away and I've got bodies to guard the perimeter, we're staying right here. I mean, if I can put up with my own worthless guards complaining about this place, Jolie whining through you is nothing. If you made it this far, it ain't easy. We've set up a perimeter of sonic emitters to keep the bigger Preds away. It's worked so far. As long as the emitters are operational, we're pretty much safe. It makes harvesting a lot easier. Good. I'm not down here to direct traffic.
You want anything, you'll have to talk to the commander. He's in charge of our harvesting here.
I'd rather ask about you. Why are you here?
Why am I here? I'm here because this is where the commander told me to stand. And that's all there is to it. I'm just a guard for this emitter. Why couldn't they have just equipped this lump of tech with a blaster and left me at home? I'm not here because I know stuff. I handle a blaster well enough to guard this emitter, and that's it. Talk to the commander.
This is a dangerous place. Could I persuade you to leave? In the story I tell, Rena recognizes one of these guards as a former Zerka scout. Not one that she ever knew, but enough that she can establish a rapport with the guy. And he basically says something to the effect of, I hate what we're doing down here. I think it's immoral. And I'd much rather be actually exploring this place instead of damaging the ecosystem. Because I established this... Jesus fucking Christ. I established this dichotomy between the various organizations and their scouts. There's the Republic Scouts, there's the Sith Scouts, and then there's the Zerka Scouts. Rena was a Republic Scout, Republic owned her contract, paid her contract. So she scouted out planets, looked at resources for the Republic. And then there were the Sith Scouts doing basically the same for the Sith. Not evil, it is just a job. It's like someone who does... who sweeps the floors at Raytheon. It's a job. He's not evil. It's a job. And then there were the Zerka Scouts. Zerka, being a business, would have been looking for ways to bleed a planet dry, to use their resources not in a sustainable fashion. But they're still scouts, and there is an honor code out there, out in the wilderness, where the only people you have to depend on are yourself, anything you've got on your back, and your crew. So there's a rapport. We're all in the same boat. Taking someone's paddle isn't going to help us any, There were also Mandalorian scouts, who were pretty much of the same mind as the Republic ones. These are just the various factions, and so when I give Rena that inside knowledge about various scouts, she's like, oh, I know how to talk to this guy. We're the same. We're cut from the same cloth. So she does. Oh, I was in such peace without that stupid fucking monkey.
No more dangerous than walking out on the commander. He'd kill me for disobeying orders. I'm not here because They generate a sonic barrier that allows us to stay in this wonderful location. It keeps the big predators away. I don't know how it works, really.
I'm tempted to look to see if there's a cheat to turn off the monkeys.
What of it? I don't like being here, that's for sure. I suppose you could take this code and shut down the emitter I'm guarding. Enough of those emitters go down, and the camp will have to move out. But I never said anything.
Okay, hang on. Okay, I've got a way to shut them up, but I'm gonna quit the game And start it back up. Okay, let's hope that made a difference. Let's see. I literally just renamed the file. Oh, it's so peaceful. I'm going to stop the recording right now because I'm going to go see a man about a cat. I don't get to keep the cat. I'm just going to see him.